Hi guys, hi fellow piano players or other musicians. I have a finger injury, so I'm going to talk to you today about how to continue to play the piano even if you have an injured finger. Right now I have it wrapped in this product, which if your finger is just about healed, it may be enough. This provides a cushion, but I'm going to show you the real secret that you could still play the piano even if you cut part of your finger clean off. And it's this item right here, which I'll take out of the baggie. This is called a DIP finger brace. DIP. This is what it looks like. It's not a very attractive thing, but we're going to fix that. I'm going to show you in about a minute. So this comes in different sizes. This is a finger number two. That's a number two size because I'm wearing it on this finger without the bandage. Now, if you're putting this with over the bandage, then you're going to have to get a larger size. And this is available on eBay. Just look up the words DIP finger brace. So you stick your finger in there, and the tighter it fits you, the better. Because if it's big, then what happens when you're playing, your finger is going to get trapped in between the sharps. When you go to hit the upper section of the white keys, it's going to get trapped in between the forks. Now this looks very, very utilitarian and very sanitary, and we don't want that. So what we're going to do is we're going to decorate it. So especially if you're a gal, you might want something like this, where I found some trim that had like a rhinestone trim, and this is one of my favorites. I found these little, oh, is that showing up on camera? These little flowers. Not showing up on camera very well, but these are pink flowers that came on little wires that I wrapped around it. This is kind of what you would call a blinged out version, and I spray painted these first. So this one was spray painted gold. This one was spray painted silver. I spray painted this one white that I put the flowers on. And this is my favorite one. This is my steampunk gear finger. In fact, I have a whole video just on how I made this. This was spray painted silver. The important thing is that this device, and where is it? It's on me. This is very, very slippery. So when you go to play a note with this, and there's a learning curve because it's going to be easier to play some keys than others. If you're playing like a white key where there's an open space like the B or the C or the E and the F, that's going to be easier. Or if you're playing a black key and it's on the edge like a B flat as opposed to an A flat, which is on the middle, some keys will be easier to hit than others. Or you just have to try to not use that finger, but it's going to protect you from hurting the finger when it grazes upon the piano keys. This is very slippery, so you want to put some tape, any kind of tape which has a texture to it, like a tape that is not smooth, a tape that has some kind of texture to it. So this worked perfectly. It's called athletic tape. Yeah, that's it. And I found this from the dollar store, and you could buy it in white, and you could buy it in black. And I put some. So over here on this one, I put the white tape on the bottom, and now this is textured, so it's not slippery. And then I also lined the inside where your finger goes so that your injured finger is not hitting hard plastic, but it's hitting something textured. Now, this injury of mine on the top of the finger got cut off almost 10 months ago, so I've had a lot of time to experiment with things about how to continue playing the piano. I've tried, you know what this is? I'll show you one without the tape. Finger banjo, banjo pick, and some guitarists use these. You might be able to get away with that, and I covered it up with some of that athletic tape because the metal is just so slippery. It's just so slippery. Your finger just gets pulled right off the key because it just slips off. This worked out okay, not that great. If you know a jeweler and can make you something pretty like this, I call this a finger cage. This didn't work out as well, again, because metal against plastic is very slippery. Now, this is not such a bad idea. These are something that guitarists use. and you might be able to get away with just buying these plastic things if your finger isn't, it depends on your pain level of your injury. So in my case, my finger's pretty much healed, but there's very, very severe nerve damage. So if it touches anything, it's in grave pain. Um, so it has to be protected all the time. Today it's I don't know if it's because the humidity, the finger is swollen up again, so I have it wrapped in this tape. Um, really doesn't help with piano playing in my case, but it might with you. Again, these is if your finger injury is not quite as terrible. Um, I also had, what else did I try? This was something that was printed out on a 3D printer to my specifications by someone who owned a 3D printer. So if you own a 3D printer, you might want to try something like that, but you got to get it, I guess. And it's, I tell you, it's not terrible, but the girth, see how the girth is a little wider than the normal finger girth, so that is going to create a problem when you're playing a white note in the upper area, in between the sharps. So that's why this product, the DIP finger brace, you can see it's pretty close cut. It's pretty true to size of your actual finger. Now you're not going to be able to bend that top joint because this is for people who are supposed to keep the top joint, which is called the DIP joint, I recently learned. Some people have to keep this joint immobilized for some reason. So it is going to immobilize that. But look, you know, my friends actually get a kick out of seeing me play with my various bionic fingers. Um, you know, so why not be fashionable? But if you're not the artistic, creative type and you just want to be utilitarian about it, this is the secret, the DIP finger brace.